Babe's number one, there's no question.
He was one of the very greatest hitters ever.
The 1932 series is Babe's last, yet it produces his greatest moment.
Babe Ruth in 1932 either did or did not call his shot off Charlie Root.
Yeah. Oh, what a moment.
I'll never forget it. Was a tough series. Both clubs riding each other, doing everything to get each other's goat. Well, at this one particular time when I went to bat, Charlie Root was pitching.
Yelling from the Cub dugout was positively sulphurous, as well as from the fans. They were in on this. This was a Chicago crowd, and they were throwing things and yelling, and Ruth was standing in the batter's box, yelling back at them between pitches.
And the first pitch ball was a called strike. Well, I thought it was outside and didn't like it very much.
More yelling, back and forth. Strike two, more yelling.
Well, I didn't like that one either, so I let it go by. Well, I stepped out of the box, and by that time they were over there going crazy.
The volume coming from the stands was so loud that some of the Cub players were running out of the dugout and cupping their hands around their mouths to make sure Ruth heard them. And then he makes his famous gesture.
Well, I looked down at center field and I tore it. I said, I'm going to hit the next pitch ball right past the flagpole. Well, good Lord, must have been with me.
I have seen the motion picture film which they brought up, made by some amateur, which seems to have Babe Ruth's arm in motion. I don't know whether he called it or not.
Gabby Hartman was a catcher. He was right there. He knew what was going on. Said, no, he wasn't pointing to the stands. He's pointing to the bench and talking back to the bench because they were riding him pretty hard. He just pointed two fingers at the dugout and said, that's only two strikes. He wasn't pointing. He was pointing to the dugout. Well, it made a great story.
A lot of people have said he didn't, and it's going to be one of those things for the rest of our lives. Did he or did he not? I would say he did. I saw him point the bat out. I would say he called it.
But it would not be at all typical of Ruth. He was not a showboat. He let his bat talk for him, and I'm sure he didn't call the shot.
I will go to my grave not knowing for sure, but frankly not giving a damn. I'm glad the legend exists. That I am sure of.